Hello guys, on this video I'm going to walk you through the steps of setting up a QBIC Masternode or a Qnode using the Apple macOS. And for this I'm going to follow the official guide that can be found on QBIC.io. Right here, you can click on QBIC and PDF guide. Note that today is April 17, 2018, so if you're watching this video on a later date, some of the versions used here might be outdated. Make sure you go to QBIC website and check what are the latest wallet versions. So let's check what we need for a QBIC Masternode. First thing we need is 1,000 QBIC. 1,000 QBIC coins. So you gotta go and acquire that on the exchange. You can use your preferred exchange. I'm not gonna cover that on this video. I'm just gonna cover the process of building a masternode, but you need those 1,000 coins. Second, you need to install a QBIC wallet on your operating system. In this case, we're gonna be using Mac OS. Last but not the least, you will need a Ubuntu Linux VPS or a virtual private server. You can use either DigitalOcean or Vultr. On this video, I'm going to be using Vultr for this example, but both of them are very similar. Okay, so let's get started and set up the wallet on my Mac. First thing it says here on the guide, you go to the GitHub website and download the latest wallet for your Mac. So if you take a look at here, the only wallet available that's stable is the 1.0, and you will need the OS X one. So I'm gonna download that. So after you download the QBIC wallet, we're gonna open that on the downloads, and I'm gonna copy that QBIC core to my applications. I already have one there. If it's your first time, you will not have one there, so I'm gonna just gonna replace the one I have. It's fine to replace, and then I'm gonna look for it here, a QBIC core, and I'm gonna run it. So when it's the first time you will run this wallet, it's gonna ask you if you really want to open this because it was an application that you downloaded from the internet. You say yes, okay, open, and it's going to load the wallet. So when you first open the wallet, it's going to start synchronizing the wallet with the blockchain at the bottom right here. Before sending any coins to this wallet, I would recommend you to wait until the synchronization is done. Okay, the synchronization now is completed. A way to verify that is to go to the bottom here where this check mark. Just hover your mouse on it and you will see synchronization finished, up to date. So this wallet's now ready to receive coins. But before that, we need to make it secure. Going back to the guide, it's basically the next step here. Encrypt your wallet. Settings, encrypt wallet. So let's do that. Settings, encrypt wallet. I'm gonna give it a password. Yes. Okay, now it's gonna restart the wallet. So I'm gonna have to reopen the wallet. On my Mac, I'm gonna type command space and QBIC, and I will open that application, the QBIC wallet application, QBIC core. And now the wallet will start synchronizing again, as you can see at the bottom. But you will notice that you have this locker here that says wallet is encrypted and currently locked. So the wallet's encrypted now. The next step is to back up your wallet. Step D, back up your wallet. So go to File, Backup Wallet, and name it, give it a name for your wallet. So QBIC Wallet. Okay, wallet's backed up. Those steps are very important. This wallet is where you're gonna keep your 1,000 QBICs, at least 1,000 QBIC, because you will be receiving rewards on this wallet too. That's where you receive the rewards from your Masternode. So I do recommend you to do that. The next step is step E, Show Masternode tab, Settings, Options, Wallet, Show Masternode tab. So on Mac, it's not actually on Settings. You go to QBIC Core, Preferences, and then Wallet, click on Show Masternode tab, and click OK. So you notice right here you just have Overview, Send, Receive, and Transactions tab. You don't have any other tab. So I'm gonna reopen the wallet, and we should see the Masternodes tab now. Sometimes you need to quit like this. It will shut down. You need to wait for that before you can reopen it. Okay, it's done. Same command space QBIC. Again, it's going to start resyncing the wallet, but now we have a Masternodes tab here with no Masternodes. And we are ready to go to the next step. Next step, purchase a minimum of 1,001 QBIC. Basically, you need to go to an exchange and buy at least 1,001 QBIC. You will need 1,000 QBIC to build a Qnode or a QBIC Masternode. But the other one that's saying it's at least a minimum, because there's fees to do the transaction from the exchange to your wallet. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to send the coins from the exchange to my wallet, and to do that I am going to create a receiving address that's called from exchange with no amounts, because I don't know the exact amount that I'm going to be sending here, and don't need to request instant send, request payment. So I have this address right here. I'm going to copy it, go to my exchange, send the coins to this address, and then we'll continue with this video. So I'm going to pause right now. Okay, so I sent the coins from the exchange to this wallet. Right now they're not available because they're not confirmed yet. I did two transactions, one a small one, almost 1 QBIC, 0.99, and 1083. So I usually do that with a new wallet. I send a small amount to make sure the wallet's working, and then I send the rest that I need to send to this wallet. It's just to make sure that the wallet's working before sending a larger amount. So I'm gonna still wait. I'm gonna pause this video and wait until this is confirmed and the coins are available here. After they are available, I will need to make a payment to myself, and we'll see that in a minute. Okay, now the coins are available. They have been confirmed from the network, so it's registered on a blockchain that this wallet has 1,084 and 24 QBIC. We're ready to go to the next step. The next step is create a receiving wallet, file receiving wallet address, send QBIC from exchange to your wallet. So basically we already did the this part. This is the sending the exchange to my wallet. I'm sorry I repeated that. And create an additional address from your Qnode. File, receiving address, label this address MN1. Let's do this part B. Part B is file, receiving address. So basically we have this from Exchange, the one I created through the other button actually, but it's the same thing. And now we're going to create a new one that's called MN1, and click OK. So now we have this new address, which is the address of our masternode or a Qnode. Okay, let's see what's next now. Copy this address, click Send tab, and paste address on pay2. Let's do that. So copy this address, close, send, pay2, paste, and it automatically filled the label MN1, and type 1,000, exactly 1,000 in amount. Do not click on the checkbox subtract fee from amount. Okay, 1,000, and do not click on subtract fee from amount, so leave it blank. Send. So basically I'm gonna be sending this to myself. This wallet has a few addresses, and one of the addresses I just created is for the masternode one, and I'm gonna be sending 1,000 QBICs to myself. Send. Type the password because the wallet is locked. Confirm that we want to send 1,000 QBICs to my masternode 1 address. I say yes, and then it's done. I go to overview, and there's another transaction here. So this transaction is unconfirmed yet because we don't need to be confirmed right now. We will need it later on. We can go now to the next step. Create a Linux VPS on DigitalOcean or Vultr. So for this video, just for an example, I'm going to be creating with Vultr. I'm not going to go through the steps of creating an account with Vultr. It's a pretty straightforward process, like you create an account with anything. So once you have created the account, you can go and follow this video. So I'm going to just go to vultr.com, myvultr.com, and click on the plus button, deploy new server. You can select any location really. It doesn't matter for this purpose, for the masternode. I'm going to select Chicago for this, but it really doesn't matter. What really matters, you need to select your Ubuntu. You can do 16.04 or 17. The most popular right now is 16, so I'm just going to keep using 16.04, 64-bit, and you just need the $5 a month one CPU, one gigabyte of memory, and that's it. That's enough for the masternode. You don't need more than that. And you can basically just name the server. I'm gonna name it QBIC MN01 and click on deploy. So it's installing right now at the bottom here. Okay, so after it's installed, you can just click on the server and you will see that this screen. Information that you need here is the IP address. Username is root, that's default, and the password. So you can copy the IP, open a terminal. So I'm just gonna type command space terminal. It's gonna open a terminal for me, and I'm gonna type SSH root at and paste command V to paste that IP and hit enter. So the first time you log into the host, you need to confirm your fingerprint. So I'll say yes. Then we need the password, which is right here. I'm just gonna copy the password and paste it right here with command V. Okay, we're logged in, so I'm just gonna go back to the guide and see what's next. So the guide says to log in via PuTTY, so we're not using PuTTY because we're on Mac. There's no PuTTY for Mac, or maybe there is, I don't know, but we don't need that. Then we can go straight to this process right here. 5.8. Copy this. First command. This command is to install wget. I'm not sure if it's already installed on that server. It might be already installed. Let's check that. So apt-get install -y. Okay, the apt-get is already installed. You don't need to -y there. It is already installed. If you run that wget, you will see that the wget is working. This wget is basically to download things from the internet, from URLs. So we're gonna use for the next step right here. So I'm gonna copy this step B and paste right there, Command V. So okay, it downloaded this script called install.sh, and the next step from here is to type chmod 740 install.sh. So basically this will give permissions to this file to be so you can execute, and type /install. Hit enter. Okay, now this script will start installing the masternode, basically configure the wallet and all that. So I'm going to pause the video now, and once it's finished I will come back. Okay, so the script has finished and we got a message, welcome to the QBIC world, and above of that we have masternode private key. We need this private key, so I'm gonna double click on that, do Command C to copy and paste on a text editor. So I'm gonna use text edit for this. I'm just gonna paste it right here and leave it here for now. Okay, next, after you copy your private key, copy and paste the following update script to your VPS. It is entirely one line, so let's copy all this. So I'm gonna copy that into my text editor first, just to make sure it's all in one line. Okay, it is all in one line. Close it, open a terminal and paste it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, there's a space there that I didn't see. Remove the space and run it. Okay, now it's running. Good. Let's wait for this. Okay, it's completed. Let's do the firewall commands to secure our VPS. So run install ufw. It's already installed. Allow SSH. Allow the port for the wallets, probably 17195, and UFW enable. Yes. Okay, so we should be ready to go now. Leave your VPS running and close PuTTY. So it's not PuTTY. I'm just gonna exit to this one. You can close the window. All right. So masternode configuration setup, part 6. Enter RPC console, tools, debug console. Let me open this is on the wallet. So let me open the wallet, QBIC wallet, go to tools, debug console. This is what it's asking you to do. So I'm gonna minimize this and leave this on the side, and it says type masternode output. Masternode outputs. Okay, so we got this is our transaction ID and index. We need those two informations. I'm gonna save that in a text file as well. So let me open my text file where I had the where I had my private key, and I have the private key, transaction ID, index. Okay, I'll type Control L here to clean this screen, or my on Mac is Command L. It's not Control, it's Command L. I'm gonna close this, go to the next. So letter D, go to Tools, open Masternode configuration file. Let me open the wallet on the screen here. So Tools, open Masternode configuration file. You will not see that on your Mac if you don't have this TunnelBlick. It's a VPN software. I'm gonna have to do some other way on my computer, but you should open the Masternode configuration file. If doesn't, so I have another way to get there. So basically, open a terminal. You basically go to Library, Applications, Support, QBIC Core, and then you can do open a period, hit enter, and it's going to open this folder right here. I'm going to edit masternode.conf with any text editor. It can be text edit right here, just to make it simple. I don't use this editor. I use other editors because I program as well. So I'm gonna use this just for the example, just to make it simple. So there's and then you copy this example here. So there's a label, VPS IP, port, VPS IP, private key, transaction ID, index. So there's this example on letter G. I'm gonna copy that. It will make it easier. So we just basically overwrite data here. MN1 is the basically the alias of our masternode. This masternode 1. This is what we named it. Here's the IP of the VPS. We need to get it from voucher. I'm gonna go back to voucher, copy the IP, and then go back to text editor and paste it here. The port is correct. So the next part is the masternode private key, which is right here. I'm gonna copy this and paste it right here. Okay, and then we need next is the transaction ID, which is this one right here that I copied from the masternode outputs. I'll paste it right here instead of this. Overwrite that, and index is 1. I'll just leave it 1 right there. So file, save, and close. So this will be the same thing if even if you don't have that software that I have that is trying to open when you have the QBIC core. This is basically the exact same thing. I'm just gonna close it now, the wallet, because you need to reopen. If you see the guide, it says save and close file, restart your wallet. That's what we're gonna do. So close wallet, quit wallet, wait until it shuts down. Okay, it's down. QBIC QT QBIC core is running now. Let's see. Click on masternodes. You will see a masternode there. That's correct. The status is missing. Let's see. The start will change to pre-enable. So we need to start missing here. Click on this button, but we just can click on this button when the synchronize is completed. If I try right now, it says you can't use this command until masternode list is synced. So we need to wait until it's synced. I'll wait a little bit, I'll pause it again so it doesn't make this video too long, and I'll come back. Okay, so the wallet is now synchronized, and I'm ready to click on the start missing. Start missing. Are you sure you want to start missing masternodes? Yes. Enter the password of my wallet, and successfully started 1 masternodes. Failed to start 0, and total is 1. Once your status is pre-enabled, you just need to wait anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour for the status to change to enable, and after that you should start receiving rewards in between like 24 to 48 hours. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video was informative and you enjoyed it, and see you next time.